Hello class, now we have seen the point vector algebra, and in that we have seen the properties of scalar or dot product. So property of scalar or dot product. So first property we have seen is the commutative law, second property is the distributive law, and third property is for the parallel vector. Now we will continue. The fourth property is perpendicular vector. Perpendicular vector. So let us try to understand the property of perpendicular vector. So consider this is the vector A and this is the vector B. The angle between them is 90 degree. Vector A, vector B, and angle between them is 90 degree. Then this is called as the perpendicular. So vector B is perpendicular to vector A. Then as we know about the scalar product, that is vector A dot vector B is equal to mod of vector A into mod of vector B into cos theta. So in this case, as this is a perpendicular vector, so theta is equal to 90 degree and cos 90 is equal to 0. So therefore here vector A dot vector B, so it becomes A B cos theta, that is the cos 90, and cos 90 is 0, so therefore this total value is 0. So in this way, here is the property that whenever two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then resultant is a 0. So this is the fourth property. Then related to this, the next property is fifth property we are going to study. So fifth property is a unit rectangular vector. Unit rectangular vector. So in the unit rectangular vector, what will be happen? We will try to understand. Consider this is the x-axis, then this is the y-axis, and here is the z-axis. So along the x-axis, consider the unit vector I. Then along the y-axis, consider the unit vector j cap, and along the z-axis, consider the unit vector k cap. As already we know that the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, all these three are mutually perpendicular to each other. So therefore the angle between x and y-axis is a 90 degree, then between y and z-axis is a 90 degree, and between z and x-axis is a 90 degree. So such angles are 90 degree. So here this is a unit cap vector I, j and k. So if you consider the vector along the x-axis only, then it is denoted by I cap. Then similarly consider the same unit vector another I cap. So therefore the product is become I dot I, that means along the x-axis. So whenever vector I parallel to vector I with the equal in magnitude, then whatever the angle is made along the x-axis, that is equal to 0. So theta is equal to 0. Then cos here theta is 0, so therefore cos 0 is equal to 1, and therefore whatever the I dot I, that represent the value equal to 1. In the same manner, if we consider the unit normal vector along the y, that is j cap, again another parallel vector j cap, so that is a j cap into j cap, so it is also parallel to each other. Theta is equal to become 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, and hence j cap j is equal to j cos theta, that means j cos 0, that means j into 1, that is j, that is similar to I into I is equal to 1. So similarly vector unit vector j into unit vector j, it get value equal to 1. Similarly for z, here it is denoted by unit vector k cap. So k cap, instead of j consider k cap, so it becomes equal to k cos theta, again k cos of 0, as these are parallel equal in magnitude, then cos 0 is equal to 1, so therefore kk, then kk, and it will represent 1. And in this way, here this property indicates the unit vector I dot I is equal to unit vector j dot j is equal to unit vector k dot k is equal to 1. So this is the one of the property of this unit rectangular vector. Now consider the property related to x axis, y axis, that is along the for the unit vector I and j. So what will be happen? Consider here I and dot product with j. So in such case, what will be happen? Here normal product is I into j cos theta. Now here I is here, j is here, so the angle between them is 90 degree. So therefore theta is equal to 90 degree, and as you know mathematically cos 90 is equal to 0, and therefore here this equation becomes I dot j is equal to I j cos theta cos 90, this value is 0, so I dot j into 0, so this total value becomes 0. So in this way what will happen, as just we have seen in the fourth point, that is when your vectors are perpendicular to each other, theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is equal to 0, and therefore the resultant is 0. So in this way the scalar product or dot product of unit vector I and j is equal to 0. Similar for j and k, again here is the angle 90 degree. So therefore what will happen, same thing is repeated, and then here j dot product of k, that is also becomes equal to 0, and in the same manner k into I, so here k cap into I cap, that is also becomes equal to 0. If you go between x and k, then what will be happen, again there is angle is a 90 degree, so angle is 90 degree, theta is equal to 90 degree, cos 90 is equal to 0, and therefore total value we get 0. So for ij it is 0, for ik it is also 0, for ki it is also 0, and therefore similar to this 1 1 1 we can write here I into j is equal to vector j into k is equal to k into I is equal to 0, and opposite directions here again I into k is equal to k into j is equal to j into I, that is also equal to 0. So in this way This is the another property of unit rectangular vector, that is I into I is equal to j into j is equal to k into k is equal to 1, and ij is equal to j into k is equal to k into I is equal to I into k is equal to k into j is equal to j into I is equal to 0. So this is another property. Okay. Now we will see the next property. So for the next property here, sixth property here, that is consider the vector A. It is denoted by the component a1i plus a2j plus a3k. Similarly, another vector B, it is denoted by b1i plus b2j plus b3 into k. So vector A has the three components, the vector B has the three components, and whenever the scalar product of this vector is taken, then what will happen here? Vector A into vector B, so dot is represent the scalar product, and it is given by again same terms a1i plus a2j plus a3k into, here is the b1i plus b2j plus b3k. So in this way. So in this case, what will happen here? Just we have seen the property. What we have seen? I dot I is equal to j dot j is equal to k dot k is equal to 1, and all remaining are becomes 0. So therefore, what will happen? a1i b1i, so it becomes 1. So here is the a1 b1i I. Then similarly a2j b2j, so a2 b2 j j plus a3 b3, so here is the a3 b3 k k. So these terms are only becomes 1, and for I with j becomes 0, I with k becomes 0. Similarly, j with I becomes 0, j with k becomes 0. Similarly, k with I becomes 0, k with j becomes 0, and in this way remaining part is only this one, and therefore finally what it indicate? Here I into I 1, so therefore it is a a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. So here this is nothing but the scalar product of vector A into vector B in the component form. So this is another property. Here is the unit one vector A, another vector B. It has the three components. It has the three components along ijk, and their scalar product is given by their component product, that is a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. And last another property is the component of A or component of B. So seventh property is component of A or component of B. So whenever the product is considered, suppose here is the A dot B, the scalar product, then how it is normalized? It is normalized by AB cos theta. It is normalized as AB cos theta, or we can also use it as a mod of A into mod of B cos theta. then transfer this to this side. So there or transfer the mod of b to this side. So therefore what is happen? Only remaining a cos theta. So it is represented as a mod of a cos theta is equal to a dot b divided by mod of b. So mod of a into cos theta is equal to becomes scalar product of a dot b divided by mod of b. So this is represented as component of a along the b. This is represented as, that is mod of a cos theta is represented as component of a along the direction of b, and this is about the properties of the scalar product.